Current media discussions have formed the basis for the themes presented in this video. Here you can also see graphics created with artificial intelligence techniques. Sharing what we have learned is the driving force of this video. Our greatest hope is that this video finds a meaningful plus for you. Also, this is a speculation about the 2025 Fiat 126. If we were to believe the most reasonable and evidence-based forecast, we would see no new Fiat 126 for the 2025 model year. From its full production run from 1972 until 2000, the original Fiat 126 was a charming and unexpectedly little city car that many people throughout the globe, particularly in Europe and Italy, remember with affection. There have been no official announcements, credible indications, or confirmed rumors regarding the return of this model to production at this time, much less for the 2025 model year, from Fiat or Stellantis, its parent company. This is despite the fact that it has remained popular and helped make personal transportation affordable for millions. The current strategic direction of Fiat within the fiercely competitive global automotive market does not appear to involve bringing back a direct successor to the Fiat 126. This is supported by the company's recent model launches, design philosophies, and the tasteful reinterpretation of other iconic vehicles from its extensive history, such as the ever-popular Fiat 500, to suit the demands and tastes of the modern era. Given the design language, target market sectors, and general marketing strategies employed by these current production models and recent revivals within the Fiat portfolio, it would be inconsistent to have a clear and unmistakable resuscitation of the compact and functionally focused Fiat 126. More importantly, the automotive industry has undergone a massive and irrevocable transformation in the decades after the introduction of the original Fiat 126. Bigger cars with more safety features, more luxurious interiors, and more cutting-edge technology are clearly becoming more popular among buyers. Simultaneously, contemporary vehicle safety standards have become substantially more all-encompassing and stringent. In the sake of environmental preservation, emission restrictions have likewise gotten progressively stricter. It would be exceedingly improbable to reintroduce the vehicle in its original form in order to meet laws, considering the prevailing customer expectations and the inherent diminutive size and simplicity of the original Fiat 126. It also needs a complete and radical overhaul to be commercially viable. The car would likely be so dissimilar in size, features, and market positioning from its beloved historical ancestor that it would be practically a new model with only a weak connection to its illustrious ancestor after such a complete overhaul, even if the historically significant 126 name were retained for marketing purposes. Developing a new Fiat 126 for the 2025 model year is obviously not part of Fiat's product development pipeline, strategic objectives, or plans to introduce the vehicle to the market anytime soon. Respected automotive news sites, powerful industry experts, and knowledgeable enthusiast communities have failed to make any official statements, leaks, or confirmed rumors, which leads us to believe this conclusion. Based on wild speculation and imaginative thinking alone, without any real or verified progress, active initiatives, or officially authorized intentions, any in-depth analysis regarding the precise technical specs, expected price tag, or possible market debut date of a 2025 Fiat 126 would be made in the ever-changing and frequently surprising world of the automobile industry. However, in the interest of hypothetically establishing ourselves in the automotive sector in the year 2025, we may picture a more contemporary version of the Fiat 126, which, based on our speculations, would likely resemble a two-door hatchback, a characteristic of contemporary city cars. It would subtly honor the original model's desirable vintage style by emulating some of its distinctive design cues and endearing styling aspects, while simultaneously conforming to modern design principles, meeting stringent safety standards, and accommodating high-tech expectations. A compact, eco-friendly electric engine would power this futuristic city automobile, which would be in line with the global trend toward electrification and the drive for cleaner urban mobility. For shorter trips and city driving, a compact yet strong electric motor and a thoughtfully constructed battery pack would be the ideal powertrain combination. Meanwhile, a powertrain alternative that is less probable but not completely ruled out is a small displacement gasoline engine with innovative turbocharging technology, mild hybrid assistance, and great fuel economy and reduced emissions. An electric variant's gearbox would most likely be a simple and effective one-speed direct drive system, enabling smooth and instant acceleration. Choose between a more modern and convenient automated gearbox or a more traditional 5 or 6-speed manual transmission for gas or hybrid versions, depending on your preference for a more hands-on driving experience. The original 126 was designed with rear-wheel drive RWD in honor of its origins, which might be viewed as a unique and appealing aspect. In contrast, a modern city automobile would benefit more from a front-wheel drive FWD arrangement in terms of engineering and packing space efficiency. If this possible 2025 Fiat 126 were to exist, it would have far more luxurious interiors than its practical forerunner. You can easily connect your smartphone with its Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility and state-of-the-art infotainment system. The digital instrument cluster shows important driving data in a modern format. The vehicle would also have a suite of modern safety features, such as anti-lock brakes and airbags strategically placed throughout the cabin to protect occupants. This imagined updated Fiat 126 would likely need to be much larger than the surprisingly little original model in order to meet contemporary requirements for internal cabin room, passenger comfort, and increasingly stringent safety rules. It would most likely resemble other contemporary city car models in terms of size and proportions, such as the Fiat 500 or the Renault Twingo Electric. For the 2025 model year, Fiat might introduce a modernized 126 that appeals to a specific demographic by offering a stylish, fuel-efficient, and perhaps nostalgic city car at an affordable price. Pricing for the base, likely electric-powered, model configurations in the European market could reasonably range from €18,000 to €23,000, depending on a number of factors such as the size and capacity of the battery pack, the level of standard features and technological equipment, and Fiat's overall market positioning strategy. Trim levels and variants with more advanced features or a bigger battery for greater range are likely to cost more. A gasoline or hybrid version's starting price might be slightly less if production were to occur, depending on the technology and performance specifications of the engine. Prices in various international automobile markets would be affected by a number of things such as regional homologation rules, feature specifications, local market circumstances, and the small car segment's competitive landscape in each area. Since Fiat and Stellantis have made no credible indications or official announcements about the development of a new Fiat 126, any expectation of a market release in the 2025 model year for such a vehicle is completely unrealistic and practically impossible. If Fiat were to take the challenge of creating and manufacturing this model for the contemporary car market seriously, it would require a significant investment of time and energy over the course of several years. This investment would cover all aspects of the project, from conceptualization to styling to engineering, testing, validation, and the establishment of the required manufacturing infrastructure and efficient supply chain logistics. So, a new Fiat 126 probably won't hit the market until the second half of the 2020s at the earliest, even in the most utopian and hypothetical of scenarios. The introduction of a retro-inspired offering by Fiat would be contingent upon a massive, unexpected shift in the company's present product strategy and market focus towards the city car category.